Did you know that a 71-year-old man passed away in his sleep last night? His family was shocked. He seemed perfectly fine the day before. No major health issues, just a regular evening like any other. But the next morning he never woke up. What happened? Could it have been prevented? The truth is, after 70, certain bedtime habits can silently put your health at risk, raising the chances of strokes, heart attacks, and even sudden death. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're making these mistakes. In today's discussion, we're diving into 4 seemingly harmless nighttime routines that might be endangering your health without you even knowing it. By the end of this talk, you'll have practical knowledge to protect yourself, improve your sleep quality, and wake up feeling stronger and healthier each morning. Stay with me until the very end, because the last habit is something most seniors do every single night, one that could be putting you in serious danger, and you'll also learn what you can do instead to ensure a safer, healthier sleep. Eating heavy meals. Too late at night, one of the most common yet dangerous habits many seniors have is eating a heavy meal too close to bedtime. When you were younger, you might have enjoyed a big dinner late at night and slept like a baby. But as we age, our bodies process food differently. Our metabolism slows, our digestive system isn't as efficient, and food lingers in the stomach longer. This delayed digestion can lead to acid reflux, disrupted sleep, and even increased blood pressure, all of which are linked to a higher risk of heart attacks and strokes during sleep. Imagine this. You finish a heavy, greasy meal, perhaps a big plate of pasta or a burger, just before lying down. Instead of your body focusing on entering deep, restorative sleep, it's hard at work digesting that food. Your stomach produces extra acid, your intestines labor overtime, and your heart rate remains elevated when it should be slowing down. This state of heightened activity can keep you in a lighter, more restless sleep. Worse yet, over time, chronic acid reflux, GERD, can damage the esophagus and even weaken the muscles in your throat, increasing the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a potentially fatal lung infection. For seniors with diabetes, late-night eating may cause dangerous spikes in blood sugar levels. Studies have found that those who frequently eat heavy meals before bed have a higher chance of developing metabolic disorders that contribute to heart disease. What can you do instead? Try to finish your last full meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. This gives your body enough time to digest food properly. If you need a snack later in the evening, opt for something light and easily digestible, like a small piece of fruit, a handful of nuts, or a cup of warm herbal tea. These alternatives can promote better sleep without straining your digestive system or keeping your heart rate high. 2. Drinking too much liquid. Before bed, staying well hydrated is generally a good thing. But if you're over 70, drinking too much liquid right before bed can actually be harmful. If you find yourself waking up multiple times during the night, to rush to the bathroom, it might be time to reassess your evening fluid intake. As we age, our bladder capacity diminishes and the muscles around it weaken. Our kidneys, however, continue to filter fluids throughout the night. If you consume a large glass of water, tea, or juice just before bed, you're setting yourself up for an urgent need to urinate. This frequent waking, known as nocturia, doesn't just interrupt your sleep. It can also cause a cascade of health issues. Imagine suddenly waking up in the middle of the night with a full bladder. When you try to get out of bed quickly, your blood pressure may drop suddenly, a condition known as postural hypotension, which can lead to dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting. For seniors, a simple trip to the bathroom could quickly turn into a dangerous fall, resulting in fractures or head injuries. Moreover, disrupted sleep has a cumulative effect on your overall health. Every time you wake up and switch on a light, your brain is tricked into thinking it's morning. This disrupts the natural production of melatonin, the hormone that governs deep, restorative sleep. Over time, poor sleep quality can weaken your immune system, elevate blood pressure, and even accelerate cognitive decline. What can you do instead? Instead of cutting out liquids entirely, adjust your intake schedule. Aim to drink the majority of your fluids earlier in the day and taper off by late afternoon. If you feel thirsty in the evening, take small sips rather than a full glass at once. Be cautious with caffeinated beverages in the late afternoon, as caffeine acts as a diuretic and can exacerbate nighttime urination. Also, be mindful of hidden liquid sources in your diet, such as soups, fruits, and even certain medications, which can contribute to overall fluid intake. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. A cozy, warm bedroom might sound inviting, but if you're over 70, keeping your room too warm at night can pose serious health risks. Many seniors make the mistake of cranking up the thermostat or bundling up in heavy blankets, thinking it will help them sleep better. In reality, sleeping in a room that's too warm can increase your risk of heart problems, dehydration, and disrupted sleep quality. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature. Our ability to sweat and release heat declines, so it's easier for our body temperature to rise too high during sleep. When your body overheats, your heart has to work harder to cool you down, putting unnecessary strain on your cardiovascular system. This is especially dangerous for seniors with pre-existing heart conditions, high blood pressure, or poor circulation. Think about it. Have you ever woken up feeling sweaty, restless, or even slightly short of breath? That's your body struggling to cool down. Studies have shown that sleeping in a warm room not only increases the risk of dehydration, but also disrupts your sleep cycle. Each time you wake up to use the bathroom, your brain gets mixed signals about the time of day, interrupting the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are vital for recovery and overall health. For instance, consider someone like Frank, a 74-year-old retiree who loves reading before bed. Frank keeps his room at a steady 75-degree Fahrenheit and piles on thick blankets. Night after night, he ends up tossing and turning, waking up drenched in sweat and feeling groggy the next morning. Frank doesn't realize that his warm sleeping environment is preventing him from reaching deep, restorative sleep, and this may eventually contribute to cardiovascular strain. What can you do instead? Experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60-degree Fahrenheit and 67-degree Fahrenheit for optimal sleep quality. If that range feels too cold, layer with breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy synthetics that trap heat. Wearing light, moisture-wicking sleepwear can also help regulate your body temperature throughout the night. Even something as simple as opening a window for fresh air or using a small fan to circulate the air can make a significant difference. 4. Sleeping in the wrong position. It may sound trivial, but the way you sleep can have a profound impact on your overall health, especially after the age of 70. While you might assume that as long as you're comfortable, your sleeping position is fine, certain positions can actually increase your risk of serious health issues like breathing problems, poor circulation, and even heart strain. One of the riskiest positions for seniors is sleeping on your back. When you lie flat, gravity causes your tongue and soft tissues in your throat to fall backward, which can partially block your airway. This increases the likelihood of obstructive sleep apnea, a condition in which breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Over time, sleep apnea can lead to a host of cardiovascular problems, including high blood pressure, heart disease, and even sudden cardiac events. Even if you don't have full-blown sleep apnea, sleeping in a position that restricts your airflow or compresses blood vessels can reduce oxygen levels and impede circulation. Research suggests that sleeping on your right side may also put extra pressure on your heart, making it harder for blood to circulate efficiently. For seniors with heart conditions or compromised circulation, this can be particularly dangerous. Consider the case of Robert, a 76-year-old who unknowingly slept on his back every night. His wife began noticing episodes where he would stop breathing briefly before gasping for air. Over time, these episodes left him waking up exhausted, with headaches and difficulty concentrating during the day. When he finally consulted a doctor, he learned that his sleeping position was contributing to undiagnosed sleep apnea and placing a strain on his heart. What can you do instead? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side whenever possible. This position promotes better circulation, allows your heart to pump more efficiently, and even aids digestion, especially for those prone to acid reflux. If you find it challenging to stay on your left side, consider using a body pillow to help keep yourself in place. Additionally, elevating your head slightly with a supportive pillow can keep your airways open and reduce the risk of breathing disruptions. If joint pain is an issue, placing a pillow between your knees can help maintain proper spinal alignment and alleviate pressure on your lower back. We've covered 4 bedtime habits that might seem harmless at first glance, but which, for seniors, can silently wreak havoc on your health. From eating heavy meals too close to bedtime and drinking excessive fluids in the evening, to sleeping in a room that's too warm and adopting the wrong sleeping position, these routines can have a profound impact on your sleep quality, cardiovascular health, and overall well-being. The good news is that none of these habits are set in stone. By making small, intentional adjustments to your nighttime routine, you can significantly improve your sleep and reduce your risk of serious health issues like heart attacks, strokes, and even sudden death. Reflect for a moment on your own habits. Do you tend to eat a large dinner right before bed? Are you gulping down too many fluids in the evening, only to be rudely awakened by a full bladder? Is your bedroom warmer than it should be? Or do you often wake up feeling short of breath or unrefreshed? Perhaps you've been sleeping in a position that unknowingly puts undue strain on your heart and blood vessels. Here's my challenge to you. Tonight, pay attention to your bedtime routine. Try adjusting just one of these habits, whether that means moving your last meal to earlier in the evening, reducing your liquid intake before bed, cooling down your bedroom, or switching to your left side while sleeping. Even one small change can make a huge difference over time. As you start to experiment, notice how your body responds. Better sleep, fewer disruptions, and improved energy in the morning are signs that your changes are working. It's important to remember that our bodies change as we age. What worked in our youth may no longer be appropriate in our later years. Adapting to these changes isn't about sacrificing comfort or joy. It's about protecting your health and ensuring that you can continue to enjoy life to the fullest, free from the burden of preventable health risks. Taking control of your nighttime habits is a powerful step toward a safer, healthier future. With each small adjustment, you're investing in your long-term well-being. You deserve a life where you wake up refreshed, your heart is strong, and your body functions at its best. That journey starts tonight, with a mindful look at the routines that shape your sleep and, ultimately, your life. Thank you for taking the time to explore these important insights on how to prevent leg cramps and improve your overall health by adjusting your bedtime habits. I hope you find the information helpful and empowering. Please take a moment to reflect on which of these habits you recognize in your own routine. Have you experienced restless nights, sudden cramps, or even felt off balance in the morning? Your experiences matter, and sharing them can help others learn and adjust their routines as well. If you found this discussion useful, consider sharing your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Small changes in our nighttime routines can have a huge impact on our health, and your input could be just the encouragement someone else needs to make a positive change. Remember, every night is a new opportunity to care for your body. With a few mindful adjustments, eating earlier, limiting liquids, cooling your room, and choosing the right sleeping position, you can protect yourself from hidden risks and embrace a healthier, more restorative sleep. Here's to better sleep, a healthier heart, and waking up every morning with your legs strong and ready for a new day. Sleep well, and take good care of yourself.